Obtaining a right to study does not automatically mean obtaining funding for your doctoral studies. Applying for funding often takes a lot of time, effort, and persistence. This is one of the key issues you have to solve before starting. If you are very lucky, you may be one among those 155 doctoral students who get a salaried position in an UEF doctoral program. These positions are open every spring, and they are targeted for working for a full time to perform a degree in the UEF. The maximum duration of these positions is 4 years. It will also be possible to be employed in a project obtaining external funding, for example from the Academia of Finland. These two types of positions are salaried, and the salary is determined by the university's salary system. Approximately a half of the doctoral students are employed by UEF. 1/3 of the doctoral students have another job to fund the doctoral studies. 22% are working with a grant or a scholarship. Those of you who have a long working history in Finland may be entitled to apply for adult education allowance. Statistics reveal that only 20% of the doctoral students receive funding from a single source for the entire course of their studies. The majority of the doctoral students are forced to constantly apply for funding from various sources. According to statistics, 1 out of 10 funding applications is successful. But do not lose hope. Applying for funding is a skill that can be developed through rehearsal. It is also one of the most important skills you'll need as a researcher, especially if you are aiming to continue a researcher career after the doctoral studies. You can find different funding options in databases such as Research Professional or Aurora database. You can access Research Professional using your UEF credentials. Aurora database is freely accessible. To learn about the application process, you can familiarize yourself with materials of an open course on funding applications. Also, the research funding coordinators of the faculties can help you with funding issues. In the following, you'll find tips from one of them, Sayamina. Please note that working with grants and scholarships does not create an employment relationship. The scholarship researcher do not enjoy the benefits associated with an employment relationship, such as occupational health care. On the other hand, they are free of the obligations of an employee. For example, a scholarship researcher cannot be required to perform any other activities than those the grant was awarded for.